What are the Dutch really like? Hello there, wanderlust seekers and culture enthusiasts. Imagine standing by a scenic canal, a fresh stroopwafel in one hand, and the sound of bike bells in the air. The Netherlands, home to tulips, windmills, and progressive ideals, is a country that captivates travelers from around the world. But here's the big question. What are the Dutch really like? Stick around as we dive deep into their culture, quirks, and daily lives. From their love for gezelligheid to their passion for innovation, we'll take a closer look at what makes the Dutch truly unique. Whether you're planning a trip or just curious about this fascinating culture, this guide promises to be both fun and enlightening. Direct and down-to-earth, the Dutch way of life. The Dutch are known for their honesty, and you'll quickly notice their direct communication style. This might come as a surprise if you're used to sugar-coated conversations, but for the Dutch, being straightforward is a sign of respect. They believe in cutting through unnecessary fluff to get straight to the point. For example, if you're at a dinner party and they don't like your dish, they might politely say, "It's not my favorite," instead of pretending to enjoy it. But don't worry, it's all in good spirits. This trait reflects their practical and down-to-earth nature. What are the Dutch really like? They're also incredibly practical and efficient. You'll notice this in their daily lives, from their minimalist home designs to their commitment to cycling. In fact, the Netherlands has more bicycles than people, and cycling is an integral part of their culture. The Dutch value community and togetherness, often summed up in the word gezelligheid. This untranslatable term captures the warmth of being with loved ones, whether it's enjoying coffee in a cozy cafe or chatting around the dinner table. If you ever experience a Dutch evening filled with laughter and conversation, you'll understand why they treasure gezelligheid so deeply. Let's not forget their love for planning. The Dutch are meticulous organizers, often booking appointments weeks or even months in advance. It might seem overly structured, but it ensures they make the most of their time while balancing work, family, and social activities. Biking, cheese, and social etiquette, a cultural snapshot. When you think of the Netherlands, one image comes to mind: bikes everywhere. The Dutch have turned cycling into an art form. Rain or shine, they hop on their bikes to commute, shop, and explore. What's more, the country's infrastructure is built to support cyclists with dedicated bike lanes that make it safe and convenient. Aside from their cycling expertise, the Dutch have a deep love for cheese. It's no exaggeration to say that cheese is a national treasure. Gouda, Edam, Maasdam, and Leyden are just a few varieties you'll find at Dutch markets. If you're visiting, the Alkmaar Cheese Market is a must-see, where tradition meets tastiness in the most delightful way. Social etiquette in the Netherlands is also unique. The Dutch are punctual and expect the same from others. Being late to a meeting or event isn't just considered rude, it disrupts their well-oiled schedules. Additionally, the Dutch are egalitarian, meaning they treat everyone equally, regardless of status or background. Don't be surprised if you see CEOs riding bikes to work or chatting casually with employees over coffee. And if you're wondering what the Dutch are really like at social gatherings, here's a fun tip. They love splitting the bill. Known as going Dutch, this practice reflects their practicality and fairness. Everyone pays for their share, and there's no awkwardness about who owes what. This straightforward approach to social interactions is a hallmark of Dutch culture, where transparency and directness are highly valued. In fact, the Dutch are known for their bluntness and honesty, which can sometimes be misinterpreted as being abrupt or rude. However, this is simply a reflection of their cultural values, where clarity and efficiency are prioritized over polite small talk or beating around the bush. At social gatherings, you can expect the Dutch to be warm and welcoming, but also refreshingly direct. They'll likely ask you questions about yourself, your work, or your interests, but they won't shy away from sharing their own opinions or perspectives either. This open and honest approach to communication can be incredibly refreshing, and it's a big part of what makes socializing with the Dutch so enjoyable. A nation of tolerance and innovation. The Netherlands is often celebrated as a trailblazer in tolerance and innovation. To decriminalizing certain activities, the Dutch have a progressive outlook on life. This mindset stems from their belief in personal freedom and respect for individuality. But the Dutch aren't just open-minded, they're also incredibly innovative. Take their water management systems, for example. With much of the country below sea level, the Dutch have become masters of flood prevention. The Delta Works, a series of dams and storm surge barriers, is considered one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. This remarkable feat of engineering not only protects the country from flooding, but also showcases the Dutch ability to think creatively and solve complex problems. Sustainability is another area where the Dutch excel. They've embraced renewable energy, with wind farms dotting the countryside and solar panels powering homes. Even their cities are designed to be eco-friendly, with green spaces and energy-efficient buildings. The Dutch capital, Amsterdam, is a prime example of sustainable urban planning, with its narrow streets, bike-friendly infrastructure, and numerous parks. And when it comes to celebrating life, the Dutch know how to party. King's Day, held every April, is a nationwide celebration where everyone dresses in orange, the national color, and hits the streets for parades, music, and fun. Then there's Sinterklaas, a festive tradition that brings families together in early December with gifts, songs, and laughter. So, what are the Dutch really like? They're progressive, forward-thinking, and always ready to embrace new ideas while staying rooted in tradition. They value their independence, freedom, and individuality, but also prioritize community and social cohesion. The Dutch are a unique blend of pragmatism and idealism, with a dash of humor and a deep love for life. Quirks, humor, and heart. Getting to know the Dutch people. The Dutch have a dry sense of humor that might catch you off guard at first. It's sarcastic, witty, and often understated. For example, if you're struggling with something, a Dutch person might say, "Well, that went well," with a cheeky grin. Once you get the hang of it, you'll find their humor refreshing and delightful. Another quirky aspect of Dutch culture is their love for agendas. Many Dutch people carry physical planners to keep track of appointments, birthdays, and social events. Want to grab coffee with a Dutch friend? Don't be surprised if they check their calendar and suggest a date 3 weeks from now. Family and community play a central role in Dutch life. Sundays are often reserved for family dinners, where everyone gathers to share stories and enjoy traditional dishes like stamppot, a hearty mash of potatoes, vegetables, and sausage. These moments highlight the Dutch emphasis on togetherness and simple pleasures. Art is another passion of the Dutch. As the birthplace of renowned painters like Van Gogh, Rembrandt, and Vermeer, the Netherlands has a rich artistic heritage. Visiting the Rijksmuseum or the Van Gogh Museum is like stepping into a masterpiece. Even today, art and creativity remain an integral part of Dutch culture, with vibrant street art and modern galleries showcasing their innovative spirit. Lastly, let's not forget their love for gezellig terraces. During sunny days, you'll find the Dutch flocking to outdoor cafes to enjoy coffee or beer while soaking up the sunshine. It's a tradition that perfectly captures their appreciation for life's simple joys. So, what are the Dutch really like? They're witty, family-oriented, and deeply connected to their artistic roots. By now, you've probably realized that the Dutch are a delightful mix of contrasts. They're direct yet friendly, practical yet fun-loving, and deeply rooted in tradition while embracing progress. Their love for community, innovation, and the arts makes them a culture worth celebrating. If you're planning to visit the Netherlands, prepare to be charmed by their warmth, impressed by their ingenuity, and perhaps even inspired by their sustainable way of life. From the cozy glow of a gezellig evening to the thrill of biking through picturesque landscapes, every moment in the Netherlands feels like a story waiting to be told. Do you think the Dutch balance of tradition, innovation, and practicality is what makes them so special? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's celebrate this amazing culture together.